Alright, today we're doing something a bit different. The Jake Paul vs Tommy Fury press conference is here. It happened a couple of hours ago now. I watched it live, then I kind of dipped out of it because of the undercard. I was just bored and didn't really want to watch the undercard press conference. So I went back to it after it was done, and when Jake Paul vs Tommy Fury faced off and all of that. So today I'm going to do a bit of a reaction video, and yeah, let's get to it.
Jake Paul, the problem child, who's on his phone right now.
I'm live streaming on Instagram. I'm just getting the viewers to go over to YouTube.
Will be taking on the biggest test of his career in Tommy Fury.
I've always liked this Amir guy. I think he was Vidal's manager at some points, and he has some association with the Mayweather gym. I've always liked him. He's always had good energy. I know he manages Badou Jack as well. Solid dude, it seems. And yeah, I like him. I'm glad he's involved.
There have been several attempts ahead of time to make this fight. Several attempts have failed, but I'm proud to say that we are finally able to make this fight.
Tommy Fury just looks serious, ready to go. I don't like when people sort of overanalyze like the facial expressions and the little micro movements that people make in these press conferences and try to gauge like who's going to win based off of that. I think that's kind of silly. Of course, body language and sort of micro movements exist. I get that. But again, gleaning too much from this press conference is a bad idea. He looks serious, I don't think he looks nervous. Even if he did, that's not an indication of him losing the fight.
We don't do pressure of any description. We're here to fight. You know, he's been round on the big stage most of his life. You know, I think when he first started out, he was meant to do big stuff just for who he is, being Tyson Fury's brother.
John Fury saying that the Furies don't do pressure and that Tommy won't feel pressure on the night. I feel like this gives Tommy more pressure as a result. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Tommy is nervous or not, or nervous about the big occasion. But yeah, John Fury should not be pressuring Tommy Fury like this, because it's gonna suck if he loses.
You know, he's been under pressure right from the off, but this kid survives on pressure. And believe me, I wouldn't have my son sat here if I didn't think he could deliver.
Does Tommy Fury survive on pressure? I'm not really too sure, because he hasn't really had any adversity in his fights. Like, not really. He hasn't really been buzzed in fights. I mean, he's been hit, no doubt about it, but not off any big shots, so I don't know if he's faced any adversity. Jake Paul, on the other hand, definitely has. He got rocked by Tyron Woodley, and for the first couple of rounds, he got schooled by Anderson.
Because there's no way in this entire world my son would disgrace our great champion in Tyson Fury. So in this great country, going to see something special. Thank you all.
He says specifically that he won't disgrace the heavyweight champion, Tyson Fury. He doesn't say the Fury bloodline, he doesn't say the Fury family name. Because there is no Fury family name. There's Tyson Fury, and that's about it.
People don't want to see people shadowboxing in the ring or making it look hard work. They want to see clean, solid power punches from the off. And that's what you're going to get. Power punching from the first bell. So it's who's got the best chin and the biggest you-know-whats. So I know my son, back in both.
Fuck's sake, man. He's a character, right? Jesus Christ.
I mean, I think people's got it twisted. I'm in boxing and having goals of being a world champion. So if I am to do that, I can't be dodging people like Jake Paul. Believe you me, the past two fights didn't happen because of it being out of my hands completely. The first fight, broke rib. Doctors advised me not to fight. What do you want me to do? Second fight, went to the airport with my full team, ready to go. Denied access into the USA.
I do believe this, and this time it is actually going ahead, which I'm so glad about. If we got a third pullout, Jesus Christ, man. So I'm glad this is happening in Saudi. It's a foreign country for both lads, which is good. I think this is a good thing.
I'm ready to go and put this all to bed, because for the past 2.5 years, all it's been is, when are you fighting Jake Paul? Da-da-da-da. To even mention my name in the same sentence as that, it's disrespectful to me, who's been boxing my whole life. And I'm going to clinically knock this guy out early.
Yeah, but Jake Paul has fought better competition than Tommy Fury. Yes, he has boxed all his life, but to compare, Jake has fought Anderson Silva, who is way better than anyone that Fury has fought. So you can't talk about disrespect and all of that kind of stuff, because you took the fight. You're fighting Jake Paul for a reason. And on the other side of the coin, Jake Paul knows that Fury isn't an easy fight. That's why we're having the fight. If it was an easy fight, then there's no point in doing it.
Look, we've picked this guy apart. We've studied him. He makes a lot of mistakes. He's great on offense, has got a good jab, lots of combos, speed, good footwork, good movement.
Yeah, Tommy Fury does have a good jab, but he has a way better jab than Jake, that's for sure. The combinations that Jake puts together, whenever he does put combinations together, he doesn't really do that, but he's, still learning here. The combinations that he puts together are really strong and really good, and I want to see a lot of combinations made from Jake Paul. But he is right, Fury has great combinations, he has a great jab, he has good footwork, he has solid boxing fundamentals, but Jake just has that grit, he has that determination, and he has the power. He has certain X factors that Fury doesn't.
I've fought UFC champions. Tyron Woodley was winning the UFC championship while I was on Disney Channel. So when Tommy says, I've been doing this my whole life, none of that means anything. I've always trained harder. I've always trained tougher than all of my opponents.
Jake Paul was on Disney while Tyron Woodley was, competing against, world caliber fighters in UFC, but still, it's insane to think about. And the progress he's made, sure, he hasn't fought any real boxers until now, but still, man, you gotta start somewhere. No amateur experience, mind you.
Like I said, he's a good boxer. I give him that credit. He's fast, he's got length, he's strong, he got them inflatable arms. I don't even know how his arms look like that.
Yeah, so it appears that Jake Paul has a really good idea of what he's up against with Tommy Fury. I don't know if the Fury camp has a good enough idea of what they're up against, with Jake. They might be underestimating Jake just for the cameras and stuff, but if they're not, and they're thinking, oh, this is going to be a layup, then they're going to be sadly mistaken. So I hope that it's just for the cameras and just for show. Like, oh, Jake Paul's just a YouTuber, he's just a Disney star, it doesn't matter. I really just hope that's bravado and it doesn't actually reflect their real views.
I think we make a deal.
Oh no, Jake's making another deal. Fuck's sake, man. I mean, obviously it's not going to be, whatever it is, it's not going to be put in the actual contract. It's too late for that. But optically, this is just one of Jake's tricks in his trick bag, I guess. Making bets, trying to ruffle the feathers of his opponent. It's a good strategy. Of course, it doesn't work on everyone. Case in point, Anderson Silva was like, come on, bro, what the fuck are you doing? But Tommy, let's see if he'll bite. So, yeah, let's see.
If you win, I'll pay you double what I'm paying you already. But if I win, I take everything that I'm paying you.
Delicious.
Deal or no deal. Since you're so confident. Deal or no deal, since you're so confident.
Take it.
Deal or no deal.
Take it. Take it.
Why are you standing up?
Deal or no deal. I want to shake on it.
Why are you going to stand up like you want to do something? Sit back down.
I just want to shake your hand.
Sit back down. Sit back down.
Answer the question.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Answer the question.
You've dealt. You've got a deal. All or nothing.
What the fuck? So John Fury basically agreed for Tommy that it's going to be an all-or-nothing fight. Of course, this isn't going to happen. Of course, people, Jake Paul will get his purse and Tommy Fury will get his purse. But optically, this is a really bad look on John Fury and Tommy Fury, that whole Fury camp, if Tommy doesn't pull this off. It's just a bad look. Obviously, they're going to get their purses. But yeah, he shouldn't have done that. But yeah, just don't play into Jake Paul's hands. Like, I don't get that. Like, Anderson handled it the best. He was like, what the fuck? I'm too old. Like, get out of my face with these bets. Like, this is stupid. John Fury just played right into Jake's hands here.
Across the globe in over 175 countries in the United States on ESPN Plus pay-per-view.
Oh my god, they brought out a fucking belt. Of course, it's just a arbitrary WBC, Saudi belt. But it's dumb. Again, it's another belt that's fucking useless. And yeah, that's basically the end of a press conference. To be honest, a bit underwhelming. They were in Saudi, so I assumed they had to, follow some conduct and be respectful. The bet was stupid. He just should have said, like, no, like, I'm fighting you, let's just fucking, I'm beneath that. That's what he should have said. But, yeah, he played right into his hands. John Fury, specifically. I don't think Tommy by himself, if Tommy Fury was there by himself, I doubt he would have took the bet. He would have been like, okay, no, I'm good. But John Fury just played right into the hands of Jake Paul. It's a compelling fight. I've heard a lot of buzz about this fight. It's, it's brewing, it's building up, and I think a lot of people are excited, including me. So yeah, what do you think about the press conference? Let me know. I'm not going to do these reaction videos often. I would tend to just stick to scripted stuff, but I just wanted to try it out. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.